It's a family affair of bluegrass jams and fiddling finesse. We'd like to welcome the Majors Family Band to our Spotlight Music Series. Grant and Eden Majors is joining us now. We'll soon be met by Harrison, Brock, and Landon in just a bit. But it's wonderful to have you two. We were trying to get together during the Coastal Carolina Fair, but I'm glad that we made it this time. Welcome.
Thank you.
My first question to you is, normally your parents are the ones that get you into music because, you know, the apple falls from the tree, but how did this band come about? Eden, I'll start with you.
They just heard that music was something that people enjoyed, so they got inspiration from just friends and family, so they would buy some instruments and paid for the lessons, and then it kick-started from there.
Now, I never ask a woman her age, but may I ask how old you are?
I'm 16.
You're 16. You're the eldest, is that right, Grant? So you were the first to learn how to play an instrument?
I was, yes. Our parents started us all on instruments just because that's, I guess, what you do with your kids. We all learn. So I started on guitar, a little bit of piano, and they all started on violin from, I think, what was it? Was it 4?
Yes.
When you all started? Yeah. So it was 4 years old, but we really didn't get the idea to play as a group until later. I think the very first time, Harrison's, he's the other fiddle player, and his violin teacher just taught him just a basic fiddle tune. And she taught me the chords to go along with that. So he was 8, I was 11, and we just jammed to that, and that was the first time we realized we could play as a group.
So what's the age range? So you're the eldest at how old?
I'm 21.
You're 21, and how old is the youngest?
14.
14 now, and twins, identical twins are a part of this group. But when you start learning to play the instruments, and then you could start harmonizing with one another, that didn't happen until years later. So when you discovered that you could do that, then what? What was the plan?
It was so much fun. We play whenever we can. Yeah. Now they're in college, so we don't have as much time to do that, but being homeschooled really helped that. We had so much time to play together in between school subjects, and we would just jam and pick up different instruments, and then it's just a really fun pastime.
I'm glad that you brought that up. So what are the instruments that you all play?
So I play guitar as my main instrument, banjo, a little bit of bass. We really don't stick to one instrument. We kind of just play around a little bit, but that's my main instrument.
I'm mainly on violin, but I've been learning bass and trying to learn banjo and guitar, so it's just really fun.
And I know mandolin is also in
the mix. That's what Landon does. Landon does fiddle and mandolin, Brock does fiddle and bass, and then Harrison's kind of our jack of all trades. He'll kind of just pick up whatever we need him to do.
That's wonderful. I think that's wonderful. Yeah. And I did notice that I will see the interchangeability of instruments amongst the different siblings. So sometimes you'll be playing the bass, other times you'll be playing the guitar, and so forth. So that must be so much fun. But not only the Coastal Carolina Fair, but you go to various other places. What are some of the other venues where you play?
We'll play for different events that people ask us to, sometimes oyster roasts, wedding receptions.
We've done an event for East Cooper Baptist Church, James Allen Outreach, just some local events that ask us to play, and we enjoy doing it.
Bringing joy to everybody who gets to listen. You do have a gig that's coming up on the 11th, so can you give us more information, Grant?
Yeah, so that's going to be at 7 p.m. It's an Owendale Green. Out in Owendale, they have different bluegrass and country artists come, and we're going to be playing then, and we're looking forward to it.
And do you like bluegrass? I mean, is that something that just really kind of speaks to your soul?
So we were started on classical, and we were just doing that as part of life, but when we were introduced to bluegrass by one of our teachers, then a whole new world opened up. We went to a music camp, and then that's when we learned that music can really be enjoyable. It's not just by the book. We can go off from that and really have fun.
Sounds like, well, I can't wait to hear you perform. You're going to be doing that after the break, so when we come back, the Majors Family Band will join us. We'll be right back.